So this video is going to be about things that I do not understand about the English language, the world, or people. So it's almost a little bit of a rant, but I'm going to try not to make it that way because I want this video to be like uplifting and cheery, even if I'm complaining about life. So why, if heat rises, then why are mountains colder? Like, why does it snow in the mountains if heat rises? Here's like a problem I have with like math applied in the real world. Like, obviously I don't need to learn geometry if the pizza people can't figure it out. The pizza is a circle, and then the box is a square, and the slice is a triangle. Like, why wouldn't you just make that more efficient and make everything a square, or everything a circle, or everything a triangle? So in the grading system, there's an A, there's a B, there's a C, there's a D, and then there's an F. What happened to E? Like, here was my first theory, that maybe they were like, oh, we're not going to add vowels, but A's a vowel. My second theory was maybe it had to stand for something. Like, maybe they wanted F so they could just say, like, flunk or whatever. But you could come up with negative words for E, too. Like, you could say, like, if you got an E, it could be, like, extra stupid. Or, like, extraordinarily horrible. Even worse than D. Or, like, something. But you can't just leave out the letter E. Like, E has feelings, too. So when someone wants you to duck to avoid getting hit by a ball or something, they say heads up. Like, thanks for being my friend. Like, really, they're just telling you that they want you to, like, elevate your head in order to get hit by something. Like, that's not what a friend says. If your friends are telling you this, go get some new friends. When people say they sleep like a baby, I imagine them, like all curled up, like, sucking on their, like, milk bottle and, like, crying every 5 minutes. I don't picture, like, if you're sleeping like a baby, that's what I imagine. Like, you're not getting a good sleep. Why, if you get a really good sleep, why do you say I'm sleeping like a baby? Like, no, you should be like, oh, I slept like a normal teenager. Teenagers sleep well, babies don't. When you know something really well, you'll say, I know it like the back of my hand. But really, does anyone know the back of my hand? Like, if you ask me right now what was on the back of my hand, like, if I'm not looking, I couldn't tell you if I had, like, a scratch or, like, a freckle or, like, a birthmark or anything. Like, if you ask me what the back of my hand looked like, that's not going to help me know where I need to turn left and right. What? See, I missed it. I have a freckle. Didn't even know. Now, here's some problems I have with the advertising world. So, like, there'll be a commercial, and then it says new and improved. I'm sorry, but, like, did you not edit and, like, revise your commercial? Like, did anyone look at this? Because it can't be new and improved. If something is new, like, that means it has never been produced or seen before. Therefore, it cannot be improved. Because improved means you, like, made changes and altered something. But you can't alter something that's new. So that one I really just don't get. And then the other one is when it's like those horrible commercials. Like, they're not even commercials. They're not advertising, are they? They're like warnings about, like, if you've had a mesh implant in your, like, spleen and, like, you've died, call this number. How am I supposed to call it if I'm dead? And here's my biggest problem with the food industry. Okay, if you're going to have a donut, you want the biggest donut, right? So why do they cut the middle of every donut out? Like, I want that extra bite or two. Like, then they sell the donut holes separately. Like, I'd rather just have you add 5 cents to the price of my donut so I can eat the whole thing. So animal crackers. Yeah, those are cookies. So there's chicken wings. and chicken legs and chicken breast. But then there's chicken fingers. And I'm sorry, but there is no finger on a chicken. And then chicken nuggets too. Chickens don't have nuggets. What animal has nuggets? Just gross. Okay, and here's my problem with Easter. Bunnies don't lay eggs. Like last time I checked, they were mammals, not like egg-laying animals, whatever that is. And so why does the Easter Bunny bring eggs to your house? Like, does he go around stealing them from other animals and then give them to you? Because if that's the case, that's a seriously messed up holiday. I'm just curious as to the fact if birds pee. Because I know they poop because, like, you get pooped on by a bird. But nobody ever says, like, hey, I was peed on by a bird. So I'm really just wondering how their whole, like, system works. Like, do they not pee or do we not feel it? Because that's just gross. I think that whoever created the English language should have been more thoughtful in naming things, because there are problems where it doesn't sound right. Here's just an example. There's olive oil, there's peanut oil, there's like tea tree oil, and like all these oils. Their name is from the material they're made out of. And then there's baby oil. So, by the law of the names of these oils that whoever English creator oh so cleverly created, this oil should be made out of babies. Now, there's just something wrong with that. I also have some problems with sayings. So, like, if someone says, I was head over heels for this person or whatever, like, I hope so. Like, if your head is below your heels, that's not a good sign. You're either, like, A, upside down, or B, I don't know. It's a free country, except you have to pay for everything. See, if I were in charge of the world, things would make sense.